Good morning. In this section, I will teach skin effect and surface impedance. First, I will explain what is skin effect. The phenomenon whereby the field intensity in a conductor rapidly decreases is known as skin effect. It is the phenomenon thereby the electric field intensity inside a conductor decreases rapidly is called skin effect. Due to skin effect, the fields are almost confined to a very thin sheet at the surface of the conductor. Next, I will explain surface impedance. At high frequencies, the current is almost confined to a very thin sheet at the surface of the conductor. Hence, it is better to define surface impedance regarding to conductors. The surface impedance is defined as the ratio of the tangential component of the electric field at the surface of the conductor to the linear current density. Once again, it is the ratio of tangential component of electric field at the surface of the conductor to the linear current density. So, Z suffix S is equal to E tangential component by Js, which is the equation 1. Surface impedance is denoted by letter Z suffix S. The tangential component of electric field is represented by E suffix tan. Js represent linear current density whose units are ampere per meter. Ampere per meter. Current distribution on a thin flat conductor. This is conductor along z-axis. The surface of the conductor is at y is equal to 0. This is one surface of the conductor. This is other surface of the conductor. Here the current density J is equal to J naught into e power minus gamma into y. So here current density is along y axis. At y is equal to 0, that means on the surface of the conductor the current density is maximum, which is Z naught. Whenever the y increases, the current density decreases by a factor e power minus alpha y. So, whenever the current penetrated into the conductor, its amplitude is exponentially decays. Consider a flat conductor with current density J, units ampere per meter square as shown in figure. The current distribution in the y direction is given by J is equal to J naught into e power minus gamma y. We need to find linear current density Js from the current density J. Units of Js are ampere per meter. The units of current density J are ampere for meter square. So to get linear current density from this current density J, which is equal to integral of J into dy. If the thickness of conductor is assumed to be greater than the depth of penetration, then there will be no reflection from back surface of the conductor. So here assumption is conductor thickness is greater than the depth of penetration, hence there is no reflection of wave. The linear current density is given by Js is equal to integral 0 to infinity J into dy. Here Js is equal to integral 0 to infinity. Now substitute the value of J in this equation, which is J naught into e power minus gamma into y. Now integrate this equation with respect to y. Then take constant outside. Integration of this one is e power minus gamma y by minus gamma. If we substitute these limits, then this one becomes this one. Linear current density Js is equal to J naught by gamma, but current density maximum value J naught is equal to sigma into E tangential component. Now substitute this value in this equation, then this equation becomes Js is equal to sigma into E tangential component divided by gamma. Take it as equation 2. From equations 1 and 2, the surface impedance is given by, what is equation 1? Surface impedance Z suffix S is equal to E tangential component by Js. Now substitute value of Js from equation 2 in this equation, then this equation becomes, this is equation 2. Z suffix S is equal to E tangential component divided by sigma into E tangential component divided by gamma. Now this one and this one cancels to each other, then Zs becomes, Zs is equal to gamma by sigma. Sigma is conductivity, gamma is propagation constant. The propagation constant gamma for a conducting medium is given by gamma is equal to square root of j omega mu into sigma plus j omega epsilon. So when compared to the j omega epsilon, the sigma value is very large for conducting medium, hence we can neglect this one. Then this is approximately equal to square root of j omega mu sigma. Now substitute this value in this equation, then this equation becomes this one. Zs is equal to square root of j omega mu sigma by sigma. Then this equation further reduces to this one, which is Zs is equal to square root of j omega mu by sigma, which is equal to intrinsic impedance of conducting medium. For good conductor, intrinsic impedance eta is equal to square root of j omega mu by sigma. Hence, the surface impedance of a conductor is equal to its intrinsic impedance. Already I explained previously, this root j can be written as e power j pi by 4. Now this equation becomes Zs is equal to square root of omega mu sigma at an angle 45 degrees. If we expand this becomes 1 by root 2 plus j 1 by root 2. Now take the square root of omega mu sigma inside, then this equation becomes this one, which is Zs is equal to square root of omega mu by 2 sigma plus j square root of omega mu by 2 sigma. This is real term, this is imaginary term. The real term is called surface resistance Rs. Similarly, imaginary term is called surface reactance. Therefore, the surface resistance Rs is equal to square root of omega mu by 2 sigma, which can further simplified as Rs is equal to 1 by sigma into delta. For conducting medium, delta is equal to square root of 2 by omega mu sigma. If we substitute this in this equation, then this equation also written as Rs is equal to 1 by sigma into delta. The surface reactance Xs is equal to square root of omega mu by 2 sigma.